Hey, good morning, it's Dr. James. I do hope and pray this message finds you and your loved ones peaceful, thriving, and well. And I also hope that you're going to love to learn about something that I just love things that come up like this. And this word has been thrown around a lot lately. And it was inspired by an article that came out of the New York Times by Adam Grant, who is a PhD, who is a professor at Wharton, University of Pennsylvania, a brilliant writer. He's an amazing human being. He wrote an article called Languishing. And a lot of people in the circles of mental health and personal development have said that post-COVID, or even at the end of COVID, as we know it today, I know it's not over, but as we're kind of moving in this next phase of COVID and the pandemic, he talked about this epidemic in the area of languishing, that we're not yet fully out and we're kind of not fully depressed, but we're kind of in the middle. And this middle is a space where we're kind of just feeling like, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling inspired. I'm not feeling joy. I'm not feeling like I know what to do right now. Languishing. So if you get a chance, Google Languish, Adam Grant. It'll pop up. You can read it. It's going to take you 2 minutes, and it's really, really insightful. And what it brought up for me is a word that we've shared here in the Treehouse many times, but we've never broken it down to really understand how it really fits to the times that many of us are living in right now. And I say many of us, me too, probably many of you, a space where you're going, okay, I'm wondering what it is that I was doing before the pandemic, things that I didn't really like, things that I saw that I wasn't really aligning with, values that I wasn't getting a chance to express fully in my own life, the courage I wanted to bring forth and muster and channel. And then the pandemic happened and all kinds of other things, horrible things around that. And now you're kind of going, what did I learn? What do I want to do? So the word I want to bring to you first, which kind of is a synonym to the word languishing, is mediocrity. Mediocrity comes from the Greek word mediocris, which, this is very interesting, it means stuck in the valley of average. Can you imagine someone saying, I am going to sentence you to being stuck. Literally, you cannot leave the valley of average. You're just going to have to hang out in the space of mediocrity, and that's what you get a chance to do. Well, many of us don't even know we're there, right? And I think so many of us just emotionally, physically, spiritually exhausted at this time. And we just kind of feel like we're languishing, or we feel like we're in this valley of average. There are many synonyms that go along with this. Yes, average, common, inferior, stuck. Now, what's interesting, the antonym to this, the one that's the opposite to mediocrity, the most important one that they say is excellence in being. Excellence in being. So when you think about excellence in being, what does that look like to you? Does it look like it's kind of a static experience, or does it feel like it's a dynamic experience? When I think about excellence in being, it feels very dynamic. It feels like very emotive. It feels like it's in motion. There's a momentum associated with it. And I feel like when I look at this time that we're living in, I believe that many of us are asking ourselves, how do I crawl, run, climb, or whatever I need to do to move forward in my life? Well, the answer to that is obviously deeply personal. But I think most importantly, we can ask ourselves, what would it be like if I was being in excellence? How would my integrity look? How would my character show up? Would it be something that's wildly and wonderfully intrinsic? Simply meaning, do I direct it as something that's bigger than me? Is that what motivates me to crawl out or move out or climb out or sprint out of the valley of average? You know, languishing, according to Adam Grant, has a deeply emotional component to it. It's not necessarily a diagnosis of emotional unwellness, but it's kind of like this space that we just don't know. And when we don't know what to do, and we don't know what to do, we tend to stay in a space that is holding us back from what we know we need to do. And sometimes what I believe is I don't necessarily have to have an absolute understanding of what I need to do, but what I need to remember is what I can do. And if I start to move in the direction of what it is, that is my character, my integrity, my personal sacred sauce, and all I do is give myself permission to move forward into that expression. It seems like the universe then joins me. God comes in, reminds me, this is exactly what we're supposed to do right now. We don't have to know where it's all going. The first step is the most important step. That first step could begin right now, when we're done here, you write down, what is excellence in being for you? What is excellence in being true for you? This is a beautiful time to go deep within. Deep within and look with a level of compassion and a level of kindness towards yourself. Because I think when we do that, we tend to outpicture in how we see others. And I think this valley of average, this place of average, common, and inferior, long enough. Time to move in the direction of the light. Time to remember who we really are. And move in the direction of what it is that brings us more livelihood, more understanding, more compassion, and more of what it is that we took our first breath for. Let us breathe again, light and love into our life. So with that, much love, all blessings. Have an awesome day. Thank you. Bye for now.